Hello and welcome back to my channel, Louise. My name is Louise and today I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to throw out all of my art supplies. Nah, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm not going to throw out all of my art supplies. I mean, I don't even have that many. Okay, so maybe I'm not exactly the minimalist I aspire to be, but I do perhaps have some hoarding tendencies, and I'm going to do something about that today because I have taken upon myself to do the KON method with all of my art supplies. But before I do anything, I have to get some snacks. So let's go to the kitchen. So I got my snacks and I think it's time to tackle this beast. I think I'm going to start with something a bit more easy, and that is my box of glue. Yeah, I don't know why I have this giant box of glue, but I do, and that's my first step. So here they all are. I have them sorted out by category. I do have labels on all of these, and as you can see, some of them are more filled than others, and I think I could really use some of this space for something else, maybe pencils or yeah, brushes or whatever. So let's get started with this.
It's kind of embarrassing, but this one I have actually been looking for this, so I went out and bought another one, and it was just sitting in here in its home in the brush pen drawer, so that's kind of embarrassing. I'm just sorting out all of my fountain pens, and I realized that the ink dries up really quickly, so you have to use it kind of in a day or something, and I honestly don't, but I think I'm going to donate these away along with these pens, and I'm going to give away or throw out this as well. It's from this Speedball pack, but I'm going to save the nibs because they actually fit on my Columbia University pen. I got this when I was over there at my study abroad trip, and I really want to keep that because it has sentimental value, but I'm giving away these 5 other pens, so I think that's fine. And I think if I'm ever going to use an ink pen like this, I'm going to use my Pilot ink, and otherwise I think I'm going to ink with these just because there are minimal waste with these, so I'm going to save these ones instead. So I've come to the hard part of my pen collection, which are my 2 million markers, and I bought them a long time ago, like a lot of years ago when they first came out, and they don't have that middle part between the nib of the mixing chamber and the actual cap. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why they dry out so quickly, because I haven't really used them and they're dried out. So I'm debating whether or not I should invest in some refill ink for the colorless blender parts of the chambers for my markers so I can use them, but I'm not really sure I'm going to.
I have all of these shelves, and I decided to cup out and make these notes to myself that if I haven't reached for any of these by the 19th of July, 19th of July, I have to get rid of them. I have to sell them or give them to someone else because I haven't used them in a long time. Some of them, like these for example, it's only like a few colors I reach for all the time, but a lot of them I don't really use, and as well as these ones. And here I just grouped the ones that I know I'm not using, and for these it's the whole of them. So that is the status of my pen situation. And I think I'm going to move along with this KonMari video because it's getting long, I think. So I'm just going to speed up this whole process. and then I have stuff piled on other stuff like this. This is a plate of gouache. I got these really cheap and I tried them out like one time, swatching them, and then I didn't have any place for them, so they just went here. And I think I need to give them a home. And as you saw, I did clear out this one, so I'm thinking maybe to put some of my tube paints or my watercolor paints in here. But yeah, let's get moving. And the next item I think is all of my notebooks, which I use for writing. And I think I'm going to do all of the sketchbooks next. Here are the surviving sketch pads, paper pads, and sketchbooks. Over here as well, I have two brand new sketchbooks I haven't used yet, and over here I just piled a lot of things that I can paint on. So that's not really for sketching or drawing, it's for painting. So I think I'm going to keep that somewhere else. But I think I have to find somewhere new to all of my papers and pads and sketchbooks and loose papers, so I'm just going to find somewhere in my apartment where I can store this for now.
These ones have died. As you can see, it's a huge lump, and I'm not really keen on keeping them because they smell really bad of turpentine. So I think it's best for me if I just throw them out, and I'm of course going to put them in a bag before I throw them out. So those have to go, but I think I'm keeping all of my other inks, as you can see. So in this hard category, I'm starting out with something easy, and that is my acrylics. And I found this one, which is an oil color, and I only have one oil color. I don't have anything else in that category, and I'm not really sure if I should keep it or sell it, because if I was going to try oil colors, I would have to invest in a lot of other things. So I think this one would have to go in the sale pile, and it really saddens me because I got this for free from a really nice man from this brand, but the thing is, I don't think I'm going to use it, so it has to go. So I'm thinking about merging all of my gouache paints with my acrylic paints because they're kind of in the same area if they fit in there. So I think I'm going to try and do that. Otherwise, I'm going to take a bigger box for all of my watercolors and have my gouache in there as well. Ooh. Something happened here. That's not pleasant. So I was able to save these, and I probably should throw out more art supplies or give them away, because honestly right now I'm only grabbing my White Nights palette, but I figure watercolors will never go old, so I'm going to save them and use them up instead. Now I just need these to fit in here as well. And for that, I think I'm going to empty up this box, which contains a cheaper set of like drawing supplies. So I think I'm going to grab all of these in here in the middle section. It might not look like it, but these are actually sorted by brand. So these are the Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, the Albrecht Dürer. I have the Crayola pencils over here. Here I have the Faber-Castell Polychrome Ruth, and here I have the Prismacolor Premier. And these are various brands where I have few colors. So I have the Blake Studio colors, I have the Tombow colors in this brand, if you can see it at all. It says Tro G10. I'm not even sure. Let's try and see if the camera will focus. There you go. So this is the brand. Really great pencils. I also have the Prismacolor Very Thin and some Derwent pencils as well. So I'm just going to clear out this pile and put them in these ones so they're easy to grab when I'm sitting at my desk. Why is this even here? I don't even know why I'm saving this. It's way too small, but I think it might be able to go into this. And I do know I have two of these, but I have no idea where the other one is. I think it might be on the end of a pencil, but which one? I know. Yeah, I don't know. So I just found a lot of long erasers, and all of these just snapped. See? Totally dry, totally useless, except this one. And I think this one is kind of an original one, or a better quality, because as you can see I can bend it and nothing happens, so I'm going to save that one. But all of the others, they just snap, and I think I got these from the Tiger store, which just concludes to me that I shouldn't buy cheap art supplies anymore. And then I found this one in my miscellaneous box. It's an Olau topper. I think it's a crayon or something, but sorry Olau, I have to let you move on to someone who will love you. Well, I do love Olaf, I do. I mean, I have him sitting on my shelf right there, but that's enough for me. One Olaf is enough. I just have these leads to go, and I got all of these in a cheap set with a cheap pencil, and I'm pretty sure I don't have the pencil anymore. So, no reason to keep this. That is it, you guys. I cannot believe I actually managed to do this. I thought it would be so hard, but I did this in 2 days. I sorted out 2 bags of trash, 2 bags for donations, and 2 items to sell. I'm really happy about the result. I think I still need to shift some things around just to make everything fit nice and neatly, but everything is in their final place. I still have a lot of room, as you can see. Well, not a lot, but I have room now, and I'm really glad about the whole sketchbook section. I think it looks so much better than it did before, and I hope you really like this video, because I have one more video coming up about this KonMari, where I sort through all of my art. And I think that is going to be really interesting and fun. So if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe down below, and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And remember to hit the thumbs up if you like this video. It really helps me out a lot. And as we say in Denmark, hej hej!